I'll tweet out the
Ready?
YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, you're good.
Welcome to Mush the Line. We have Patrick Schwarzenegger coming on the show. I have my relationship with him is just like we talk about gambling randomly.
Really?
Yeah, randomly we just like talk about game. We're the smartest gamblers of all time. We both had the Rams,
College
but
football?
he like kind of is a little. He is a little smarter gambler than me,
Yeah.
to be honest. But let's put him on here right now.
What
Like,
up?
Yeah, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. How about you?
We got to stop having good looking people on the show.
This doesn't do me any
This
favors.
this is not good.
I got the matching beard to you. I grew it
Yeah,
out
I
all week for
know.
you.
You're in LA, right?
Yeah, I just got back to LA.
That's just early. First of all, I was looking. We're gonna get into gambling soon, but we're only research we do on this show is Wikipedia, right?
We're going to edit the page, too.
We're gonna edit the page that you came on Mush the Line. Someone also changed Barrios that Marty Mush is a scumbag on there.
That rocks.
So first of all, you were in Benchwarmers?
Come on. Jock kid number 3.
Jock kid number 3.
Come
That's fucking awesome, dude.
That was one of the best experiences. I would do bench warmers too if I could, man. It was my first time ever doing a film. It was like me, John Heater from Napoleon Dynamite, David Spade, and they were like, "Okay, you're gonna walk up, go to the plate, and we're gonna have a professional egg thrower throw an egg at your face, and your name is Jock Kid number 3." And I was like, "All right, sure." And they pay you like $1,500 and you get an egg thrown in your face and you're done.
Yeah, I was Kevin Spacey's bodyguard in House of Cards.
Me too.
So, it's pretty much him, but I didn't fuck him. But I was looking Grown Ups 2. You were in Frat Boy Cooper.
Frat Boy Cooper.
Oh yes, dude,
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Great movie too, and also. So explain to me what's going on with you. So explain to me what Blaze Pizza is to you, by the way.
Yeah, so Blaze Pizza, I'm now fully out of. We sold that company, but Blaze Pizza was one of my first business ventures back in high school. They basically kind of sold me on this idea of doing a Chipotle or Jersey Mike's or Subway, but for pizza. No one was doing it, and I was like, this is fucking genius. And they were like, America eats more pizza than anybody else, and everyone's wanting to kind of watch their food be made, and it's going to be, under $10 and done in 180 seconds. And I was like, this is brilliant. And so I kind of invested into that company, and it blew up. I mean, it grew to almost 400 stores in about 4 or 5 years. And I went to USC, where I opened my own Blaze Pizza on the campus, which was a home run. And then that kind of just sparked my entrepreneurial spirit of wanting to invest in these kind of other better for you health and wellness companies. So I sold out of Blaze, made a shit ton for anybody. And I was in college and I was like, you know what? I probably should not go and spend this money. I'll start my own fund that invests into better for you health and wellness companies. And that's what I did. So we have about 20 companies under my fund.
You're a real piece of shit. You know that?
At least I set aside the 10% for gambling purposes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's smart. That's a smart gambler right there.
Who do you have to win the Super Bowl? Like, did you put any futures in?
We have huge on Packers.
Yeah,
really
huge on Packers, and actually took Chiefs when they were at the bottom of their division.
Smart.
But sad enough, that was only plus 800. But we have big on the Packers plus 1400. And so we need a Packers Chiefs Super Bowl, and then I'm just going to double it down on the Packers.
I mean, the Packers. Are you a little worried about the Rams?
Well, they have to get through Tampa, and then then it's going to be a really tough game if it's Green Bay Rams, because it's going to be kind of like heart and soul there. I love the Rams and I want them to win, but the bet needs the Packers. So
plus 1400 is fucking fantastic. Yeah. I told you, smart gambler. That's why.
I actually have a question about that. So a lot of people, we obviously gamble a lot, but a lot of people talk about their wins. Do you have a story about like your worst loss?
I lost huge on the Dodgers future last year.
Oh my gosh. I still can't believe they didn't win the World Series.
I couldn't believe it either. It was the odds weren't insane. They were plus 575.
But for the Dodgers, that's
that was
so
great.
much.
That was like the week or two before they signed Bauer, and then it went down to like 400, and I was like, I just did such a good bet. And then when we were playing Atlanta, I was really shitting myself when we were playing the Cardinals for the wild card spot, because they were so hot coming into the game, winning like 16 of 18. And you never want to play, the baseball team that's hot going into wild card or playoffs. So, I mean, we had the hardest route, even though we had, we were 2 games or 1.5 games out of having the best record in MLB. But to go to them, to the Giants, and then we just, Atlanta, it was terrible, because I was in Atlanta filming, and I was watching, and all these people on set were wearing the Jocktober pearl.
With the necklace.
And it's like, you don't even give a fuck. I have plus 575 on the Dodgers here.
Did you grow up a Dodgers fan? So when you bet on your teams too, it hurts double the amount.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why this year I'm still hoping for the Packers. But if it's Packers Rams, then I'm not sure.
Yeah, you'll still at least you'll win somehow. But I still think you'd rather the money.
Yeah, but no, I don't always bet on the home team. Like I never really touch Lakers.
Yeah,
I mean, not this year, right?
Not this year, not really any years.
Really?
I mean, their lines are always terrible. It's not worth it, and the team's it's trash right now. So,
so going back to so what are you filming now?
So I actually just got back to LA. I was filming in Atlanta for almost 8 months. I was filming this HBO miniseries called Staircase. And if you haven't seen it, there's an amazing documentary on Netflix called Staircase. It's about this really fucked up, crazy murder mystery about a girl being dead at the bottom of the stairs.
Yes, I have seen that.
Is this is that like North Carolina?
Yeah, Durham. Yep.
Yeah.
I watched it. I watched it. It's a fucked up.
HBO did one. I'm definitely gonna give it a watch.
Yeah. No, the miniseries is going to be really great. So it's kind of about the family before the murder, during the trial, and then about 15 years after.
Oh shit! Yes. That's actually, I love that shit.
Yeah, it's like
not
like
murder. I don't love murder.
That like killed the person.
The author, and Colin Firth plays him, and he's incredible. It's going to be. I hope it's really great. I think it is.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. Also, like I don't really know many times that HBO like fucks up a miniseries.
Yeah, they usually don't.
They're really good.
We could be the first, but we're minus 250 for it.
All right, so now, like, you just, first of all, we kind of just scoffed over when someone they came to me in high school with an idea. Like, growing up, obviously your dad is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, how is that? Because we talked to Shaq's son the other week, and we're like, when did you realize your life is just not normal like other people's?
I mean, I probably realized that pretty early on, that it's not normal. My dad is the complete opposite from normal in every single way. So I knew that from his parenting to what he wears, to how he acts, how he talks, to everything. So I think I realized that pretty early on. And my dad would always scoop me up from preschool, take me out early, take me to the set. It was my favorite thing to go to the Batman and Robin set or the Terminator set and just take his golf cart and go ride around Universal rides and stuff like that. So I knew that shit wasn't normal. But it was great. I mean, I can't complain at all. It was a fun upbringing and but definitely not normal.
No, definitely not. Because it's just was one person. I feel like even if you don't know what he's done or anything, you just know exactly who he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain him. It's just he's doesn't even seem like a real person.
He's not just a movie star. He's the governor of California. If my dad was the governor of New York, I don't even know how I would act. I would just think I was on top of the world.
He would, he would not tell anyone that you were his son.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, the governor thing was tough. It was definitely that was the weirdest thing, going from, visiting dad on movie sets to visiting him at the Capitol was a snooze. But
it's you went from it's pretty sick to politics and shit. Yeah. Now you got to deal with people not liking him for his views. It's I don't give a fuck. It's just want to go see my dad.
Have you ever?
I don't know. Today would be way different if he was governor. I mean, the whole left
Yeah.
and right. It switched so
Oh,
much.
yeah.
Back then, there was no Twitter or social media, or people couldn't really voice, I guess, their opinions how they do today. So
For sure. Yeah. Did you ever get like pulled over where the person's like, you can't park here, and you're like, my dad is the governor of this entire state? Like, have you ever pulled the car like, my dad's the governor? Not like my dad's Arnold Schwarzenegger, but my dad's the governor.
no, I've never pulled it because I was always I can't do that. But there were times, when my dad became governor, we each had our own, like, it's not called Secret Service, it's called California Highway Patrol, CHP, kind of the equivalent. So there have been times that I remember, like, my dad one time was speeding on PCH, and they pulled him over, and then he
like,
could pull a card.
Yeah, it's like,
But
don't even say a word. It's like, come on.
yeah,
What are we doing? I was walking. Someone was like, asked me who I was interviewing. So I'm like, oh, Patrick Schwarzenegger. He was some of the girls at the office, like, he was in the scene in Hollywood. He dated Miley Cyrus. He was all. I was like, he goes, you see that shrug? He goes, you see that shrug? What a shrug that was.
Oh, man.
you have me schwitzing now over here.
I mean,
maybe in the seat for a moment. I had to get out of that real quick.
that's a scene that seems like when you're growing up, it's like awesome to be in. And like, we're for sure not in the scene, but people know, like, even when you're out, they take photos of you. They know what you're doing every 2 seconds. Was that the worst thing of all time? Like, even dating her, it's like everyone wants to know your fucking moments, like every moment what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, she's really cool, awesome girl, and we had a lot of fun and whatnot. And I was in college, so going out, doing the scene stuff is fun. But once college winded down, it kind of you had to kind of choose one way or the other way, and getting rid of the scene. And oh boy, my dog. Anyways, yeah, it was a fun time in college. We had a good time and but had to get out of the scene.
Yeah, date Miley Cyrus in college. I didn't even realize you're 28.
I'm 28 now. Yeah, that was when I was 21.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was 21. I almost drowned myself because I fell asleep in the shower because I was so hungover. That's what I do.
It was a trip to go to, like, USC football games like that.
I mean, it had to be fucking insane.
We had fun.
Yeah, exactly. You definitely have.
The college days were fun.
Yeah, no, your college days definitely different than other people's. So now back to gambling. Are you a like a basketball, like, every night kind of guy, or are you're taking your shots when you want?
I don't really touch NBA.
I don't either. Honestly, I don't even watch a game until the playoffs.
I'm the same exact way. I'm a degenerate when it comes to baseball.
Oh, it's the best. Baseball is fantastic.
I have the MLB app. I have the subscription. I'm always watching on the day and stuff. It's terrible. And then there's not an NFL game day that I don't touch something.
Yeah, you can't. I simply can't.
I stay away from preseason. I'll be honest.
That's big of you. That's big of you.
But 1 through 17, I'm there. I mean, my girlfriend hates me on Sundays. We don't leave the couch and we just sit there. All the guys come over and we're just screaming and yelling at the TV all day. So
yeah, now I literally just do that for my job now.
I know.
Simply just scream at the TV. But
I should change career. I mean, I should come and join you guys.
I think. Oh, you 1,000% have to. I mean, you come to New York once. We just got to throw you in there.
Yeah,
for sure.
You come here at all?
Yeah, I come to New York a lot. I come. I was there in November for work. I'm supposed to be there next month for work. So.
You gonna come in?
What?
You got to come in.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Where do I want to go to dinner? Where are you gonna take me to dinner?
Well, it depends on what happens in that day.
That's true.
I'm like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett goes to McDonald's and he either gets just like the Egg McMuffin if it's a down day in the market, and then he gets like the whole Happy Meal and everything if it's an up day in the market. That's how I'm in. We're either going to McDonald's or we can go to any steakhouse on Peter Luger's or whatever, depending on the results of the day.
Yeah, Luger's. Wait, before we go, you were talking about Liquid IV, right? You sold out of that too, but you were part of that because they were a
Yeah.
sponsor of ours for a while, bro. Liquid IV's unreal.
I
So
love
good.
the liquid IVs.
They're actually like I love when a sponsor's actually good because
It
it's
makes
like
it easier.
it's just so easy to talk about. But I still like drink like when you wake up in the morning after a night out, or even
Yeah.
just like to get yourself going. It's fantastic. But you were in
Yeah.
that too.
That was yeah. So our group does anything that's in the better for you health and wellness. So anything that's like offering the customer a better version of what's out there. So like Liquid IV would be the healthier Gatorade, or our super coffee would be the healthier Starbucks Frappuccino. Blaze is the healthier Domino's, etc. So we always try to find the kind of the newer, better version of what's working out in the consumer marketplace. And I mean, Liquid IV was a rocket ship. It started more as like an anti-hangover for college kids. I mean, the guy who started it, Brandon, he was in his, I think he was 21 when he started it at college, and
Start something.
yeah, and now he's retired. He's all good.
That's really
I think
funny.
he's good.
That's how I actually learned about it. Was we were really hungover on like a Friday, and my friend was like, "Try this liquid IV shit." And I
That's
tried. And I
great.
was like, "This is the best
like
thing."
a
ever." And it
snack.
works. Before it works the first time, and you notice the difference, you're like, "This is the only cure in the world."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was part of a pyramid scheme. I'm pretty sure it was called
Cutco.
No, I forget what it was
Was
called.
it Verve or
I was definitely part of that too. Yeah,
Wait, how many pyramid
I was
schemes
part
were
of a
you
lot
in?
of pyramid schemes. I'm like, wait, you can get rich fast, and then I was like,
Was it the
nope.
Hangover Package company?
It was called No Remorse. It was called. You had to take.
with a name like that. That's
Yeah.
you're bound
Bro,
to get caught up.
You had to take 4 pills. You had to take 2 before, 2 after. It was exhausting.
Set your alarm for 5 a.m. Take another one.
I was like, holy shit.
That's so. No, but I was a part of that too.
I was a part of a lot of pyramids. I mean, look at me.
You look like a guy that would tell me Cutco
Yeah,
nice.
NFTs now are like my I'm doing that, of course. Last question: How annoying is it to talk about being like your dad being Arnold Schwarzenegger and your mom too? Like your mom is not like.
I guess I'm at this point used to it. The best is when people ask, "Are you related at all, or do you guys just have a similar last name?" I'm like, I mean, come on, take this. It's a pretty good chance that I'm related, but everyone. I mean, people ask all the time. It's kind of awkward to answer because I don't really know how. I don't have something to compare it to, I guess, except for friends of like, what was it like to have him as a dad? I'm just like,
I guess
great.
the annoying thing for you, I guess, and I'm obviously talking for you, so tell me if I'm wrong. But like, it's like people are probably like, oh, like he's only has this because it's of his dad. You know what I mean? And obviously you haven't because you've done like you're doing your own fucking thing completely different of what he did. Well, I'm not the acting, but like getting your health and gambling. Exactly. The health and wellness shit. So is that like probably the most annoying thing?
Yeah. I mean, there's always going to be people that, majority of people always think that you kind of, if you're successful in life, it's because of X, Y, and Z. If I become successful, it's always going to be because of, the family that I have, the money that they had or whatever. So I kind of realized that early on. I stopped trying to prove something to other people or, trying to show that I'm making my own path. For me, it's more about, being happy and passionate about what I'm doing. The money will come, I think, and it already has, and to continue down that route. So, when in doubt, they'll know that I made it myself when the Packers hit, and that's one way to prove it. So
that is like I've realized that working here too. Like no matter what, they have no idea how I actually am outside of work. These people have no idea how I am. But if they don't like me the first day, they're not gonna like me any day of what I do. So it's like just fucking be yourself. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I agree.
No one likes you. Some guy. Oh, actually, yeah. I would like to read a DM I got today, real quick. Regarding Mush the Line, dude with the long hair needs to be removed from the show and probably the whole company as a whole.
They almost did. They tried to out me once. They're moving me upstairs.
They did. They keep moving them up each stairs to get going.
So do you guys have anyone for Super Bowl?
I got a 49ers Rams future.
I don't like that.
I wanted to take just the NFC West to win the Super Bowl, but I just went Rams 49ers before the season.
Before the season?
You took them separate?
Yeah.
That's actually kind of wild.
Yeah.
Are you going to hedge it all?
No, I don't hedge.
Yeah, no,
Hedging's
I
for
can't
gardeners.
hedge.
Yeah, I don't hedge.
Yeah, I
either,
don't
to
hedge.
be
I
honest.
it's just not.
I like
Not my blood.
the idea of hedging. Like, oh, I could do it.
Mhm.
Like I'm that smart, but I'm not going to do it. And then when I
I'll
don't
be honest,
do it,
actually. Sometimes I go into the live section during the game, and if it's a pretty big, if the Rams are, I mean, if Green Bay's up by 10 to 14 or something like that before half or going into the third or something, sometimes I'll sprinkle a little bit on the alternate line of like the 49ers plus 21 or something crazy.
Yeah.
Like that.
that's just like so you don't lose your ass the entire day. You know?
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
like,
that's just being intelligent.
yeah. It's like also when it's like the 1 o'clock slate, it's like, all right, just in case this loses, I need a little
Yeah.
juice for the 4 o'clock games to
Yeah.
get it going.
I'm really big when Gonzaga's playing Alcorn State and they're minus 32,
Mhm.
and it's like a 16-point game at halftime or a 10-point game at halftime. I always take the live line on that game.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a big on that.
College
College
basketball
is my-
live lines.
I mean, Duke lost last night. I have fun. I went for a walk last night at 11 o'clock at night because I was so
Wow.
upset. That's not good. When I'm doing a little exercise or walking in New York for no reason, it's definitely because I lost in gambling or Duke lost.
All right, so tell me the lines this week. Who you got, Bengals or Titans?
So that's my scariest. That's the scariest one to me right there.
Really?
Because I'm a big hater of the Bengals for some reason. I love Joe Burrow, but the Titans. I've always said the Titans are kind of a fraud. One seed this year, but Derrick Henry being back does scare the shit out of me a lot. But like, is he back? Do you think? Do you think he's just like ready to go, or?
I mean, Cam Akers is back.
Yeah. Cam Akers was like 5 months on the Achilles and just
They did say that he would have been ready for week 18 if like they needed him, but they're like, why play him?
Yeah.
So I guess that's it.
I
But
don't know, man. Vrabel's he's good with the clock. He tick tick tick. I wouldn't go against him.
So I was like, what? He walked in so casually. I was like, what the fuck is going
I can't charge my
on?
laptop.
So yeah, are you going with Titans?
Yeah, I'm going to, I think Titans got it. I think Packers got it. I think Rams got it. And I think
I love Rams +3. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
one.
you know what's a weird stat that I was looking at this morning is that Tampa Bay is they're -3, but they have a 66% chance of winning, and Green Bay is -5.5 or even 6 on some books.
6, yeah.
And they're 64% chance of winning.
Which is just I don't get. That doesn't that's math that does not compute with me at all.
Yeah, it's not working for me.
Tell me if this sounds stupid, but like seeing the 49ers play in the cold doesn't make sense to me.
Like with snow?
Like if it snows on Saturday, which it's supposed to, the Packers are going to wax them because I don't think that the 49ers play in the cold.
You know what's
Alternate
weird?
line -10.
Yeah.
I remember them playing the Packers with Kaepernick. Remember he played no sleeves at one time? That's the only time I remember playing in the cold.
Yeah, that's true.
Only
And
time.
Jimmy G gets disrespected a lot for I feel like no reason.
I love Jimmy G.
I love Jimmy G.
But I still think they're going to get smoked by the Packers. I really do. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
the Rams. And the weird thing is, bro, people are kind of just being like this with the Chiefs, where it's like the public money's on the Bills this week right now, which is crazy to me because I thought the Chiefs would be such a public team. But you know what it is? I think the Chiefs are having a aspect now of like Alabama where it's like, all right, get these guys the fuck out of here because they're in the Super Bowl. They're always good. And Bills are just likable. Like their fans are likable. They're fucking crazy. So I feel like that's why they're on them. But I think I'm still taking the Chiefs.
I have a take about the Chiefs that Patrick Mahomes, in 8 quarters of playing in the Super Bowl, he played 7 bad quarters. He only had 1 good quarter in the fourth quarter against the 49ers.
Well, that's some theory.
Yeah.
He won the Super Bowl.
He had 1 good quarter, though. 1 good quarter.
I don't.
Right,
and he got lucky on that ball.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he only needed to play 1 good
Yeah,
quarter.
I mean, what do you want? Like, what is he supposed to do?
I don't know. It's just a take. 7 out of 8 quarters he played bad.
You like the Chiefs?
Yeah. Chiefs money line -130. There's no point in taking the -2.5.
So, bro, you did say that, which I've been thinking about that lately because he had the Rams as well, but I had Rams minus I think 3.5. I think I had him. And he's like, why wouldn't you just take him -2.5, like -130? Like I would rather bet 130 win 100 than take the 3.5 to like 100 to win 95 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I never will touch 3.5. I'll just go money line at that point -170 or something.
Yeah, I it does make 170 is like is scares me, but like at least 2.5 to minus 135. Like
it scares me, but if they go out there and kick the winning field goal, I just have a meltdown.
yeah, that's true. That's
You know?
3.5 is the
worst.
scariest. It's the worst thing in the
Yeah.
world. If you
No
get
point.
3.5, 4.5, it's like, oh Jesus.
Do you buy?
Christ.
Will you buy points too? Will you buy that half point to go down to 3?
Yeah. So last week with the Rams, they were at when I took it, it was 3. I think it then eventually went to 3.5.
Yeah.
But it was 3, and I went down to 2.5. But it was minus 130.
Which is just
Yeah, sometimes
130 is
yeah.
nothing. Like that's why 1,000% would take that.
Yeah.
All right,
But
so
whenever it's 7 or 6, or 3, I'll take the half point.
Yeah, you need to get inside those football numbers.
yeah, Rico would
Yeah.
love to be talking football.
Yeah.
Bro, we usually have this one guy on the show. I'm gonna bring it up to every guest. I think his name's Rico. You know, Rico. Have you ever heard of Rico? That works here.
Yeah.
Did you see him throw a high noon can at some guy's head?
No.
He,
I think he got a little fed up with some things, and he took a high noon can, went like this, and fucking threw it like Randy Johnson at some guy's head, and he
Full?
just full.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, not good, Bob. And then he
concussion protocol.
he just moved his head and then went up to him, started screaming. I'll send you the video. It's fantastic. Not good, but yeah, he's suspended for a month. So
but he's a
we'll
big
see.
number. He's a big numbers
Yeah,
guy.
he loves
Football numbers guy.
Loves
yeah.
football numbers. All right, Patrick. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. That was awesome.
Great.
I think that's
I
you're the
love
only
when we talk gambling. It's just so easy. and natural.
gambling.
It just flows off the tongue.
Yeah.
It really does. You know, when someone gambles, you just get along no matter
Yeah,
what, right? you know he's a pretty good guy.
It's a
He's probably
com-
a scumbag in a little sense, but he's probably a good guy somewhere in that heart. You know? All right, thanks, man. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much.
I'll talk to you this weekend about some gambling.
Yeah, of course.
All right,
Let's get on
talk
the
to
same
you.
page. All right, later.
All right, that's Mush the Line. See you guys.
I love talking gambling.